afternoon, and welcome to the 5th episode of Conscious Awakening.
Good afternoon. I will say namaste.
Oh my god, I never realized you had that shirt on.
Well, everybody calls me Keebler. That's my nickname.
Oh, yeah, I remember. And the other Renee is, what's her nickname?
I don't know. Does she have a nickname?
I don't know. I remember Chelsea just said that your name was Keebler.
Yeah, I'm Keebler.
So today we have the lovely Renee Robertson. She's an aura photographer, and she does shamanic Reiki, as well as, if you want to take away what all of the other things that you do in the lovely Enchanted Forest.
Reiki. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I also have a life colors class that I do. I have a wise woman shamanic circle that I do with the wonderful Karen Jackson. I also, with the lovely Renee and Renee, we're doing every month a beautiful circle of sound where we're doing singing bowls, chimes, oh my goodness, you name it. We have bells.
I need to do this.
Gongs.
So
once a month we're going to be doing that, and it's just beautiful.
And your wise women circle.
Yeah, we do that. We do that also. Yeah, and I do meditations there, and just all in Enchanted Forest. I just have a ball. I really enjoy what I do, and Lady of Light and I just do our thing.
Yeah. So we're here in Renee's lovely home in her living room because we are actually going to do a live aura photo later, and it needs to be dark.
Yes.
So we're going to shut off the blinds, and she's going to do a photo for me, and I'm kind of nervous, but I don't know why, but it's going to be awesome because I just really want to show people the process.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of friends that are pretty skeptic. They're like, oh no, she saw a surveillance camera and saw you walk into the store, and I was like, how are you supposed to find out what's going on in my life with a surveillance camera?
Yeah, right.
So
right.
I can't wait to do that later.
Yes.
So, hey, first of all, how did you get into aura photography?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I started off with Grandfather Black Elk back in my 20s, and I was just looking for myself, and so I was looking outside of myself to find myself,
mm-hmm.
which is the way most of us do it. We're usually seekers, and then we start to realize and go within. And Grandfather Black Elk's a wonderful Lakota medicine man. And then from there, I started to practice in the Western the Eastern philosophies, excuse me. And I started, I found Ramana Maharishi, and I found Nisargadatta, and I found Yogananda, and I found Papaji, and ultimately it led me to Ganga Mira, who is a wonderful, wonderful, awakened, wise woman in Portugal. And what they learned through their meditative state, and I meditate every day with a Thai monk, just a wonderful being. What I learned was through them, there's chakras, and there are aura fields, and in your aura field. And so I started gobbling up some books on that, and I became a Reiki practitioner, and I said, wow, this is beautiful to do this, and I got into sound. And what happened was I met Regina Murphy, who's a wonderful, amazing sound therapist. She's been one for 45, 50 years, just an amazing woman. And she had an aura camera. And I would go to her events, and I would get invited to some large parties of very close-knit friends that she had. And what happened when I got there, I would watch her do that, and I was like, wow, that's really neat. I'm so interested in these aura photos. So one day she called me to her house, and she said, I have something for you. And so I came over there, and lo and behold, here was this camera.
No.
And she said, this is a gift for you. I was told, she's highly intuitive, she said, I was told to pass the torch on to you. I was like, oh my goodness. And so I said, but I don't know how to use it. I've watched you use it, but I don't know how to use it. She said, don't worry. She gave me one lesson and then booted me out the door.
Oh my gosh.
And I said,
you're like, what?
Regina? She said, don't worry, you'll be fine. And so when I first started, I would be looking for, confirmation from people.
Mm-hmm.
But after about 6 or 7 months, I bonded so much, I actually went online to look for a name for her. And she told me, she said, my name is Lady of Light. And I was like, oh my goodness. So that's her name. And we have bonded, and she has been one of my greatest teachers. She has taught me so much. She has taught me how to go within and trust that intuitive knowingness deep inside of you, and how to say, don't look outside of yourself. The world is inside of you. You're not inside of the world. And when I speak and when I come through you intuitively, just know it's the right thing. And the 10 years I've been doing this, she's always been spot on.
Wow, 10 years? I didn't know that. It's been that long?
Yes.
Wow. So for the people that are listening to this podcast and don't know what auras are, what exactly are auras?
Well, auras are bands of light that we carry because we come from these wonderful beings of who we are in the light. So whatever you call that, consciousness, awareness, however it fits into your vocabulary, from there we come into this consciousness of this body, of body and mind. And from body and mind, we manifest with these 5 senses. So the beautiful lights that we see around our aura field are energy, this wonderful energy that we are. And they pertain to the chakras. We have a beautiful cord that goes up the center of us, which is our spine, and like the kundalini that rises from the root to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown. Those are the major chakras. But we have all kinds of chakras, hundreds of them in our bodies, right? Then we have our meridians, that connect, and our lymphatic system. All of these are connected to an organ. They're spinning wheels. That's what they're called in Sanskrit, these chakras. And they pertain to this beautiful aura that we are. I mean, when you look around Jesus or Buddha, you see this wonderful aura around them. It is their aura field. It is so bright because when you truly know thyself and start going within, your light gets really, really bright. Yeah, we're all awakened. We're all full of this light, but we have so much other crap that we carry, believing we're this body, this mind first, when we're not. That we get caught up in this out here, in this Maya, this illusion. Yes? And so then we have to take the journey back in to know thyself. So the aura field keeps us on track. It's where we hold all our emotions, our feelings, our empowerment, our root chakra, grounding into Pachamama, into Mother Earth, our throat chakra, communication, things like that. Our third eye, where we see with spiritual eyes, not physical eyes. All of those are connected to the aura field of who we are.
And whenever I tell my friends, I'm like, oh, I got an aura photo, you should do it too. They're always like, oh, it's going to be black.
Yes. But I get the same thing. How many people have asked me, they go, is my aura field black, or is it so negative, or is it, I said, that's just your mind. You're not your mind. Stop believing that. Stop listening to your mind. Stop listening to the voices of the world of your mind.
It's what the outside has told us.
Yes, that's what the outside has told you. But there is no black aura. In the 10 years, and I'm sure anybody who's ever taken aura photos, I don't believe they've ever seen a black one. There is no black auras. But everyone has to have an aura in order to be in this physical incarnation, because it is your energy, it is your aura that makes this move, that's got us talking, that's got us projecting, you see?
But there are white auras. I remember well, not white auras, but I remember the first class I did with you. Oh, I've taken her class 3 times, by the way. I'm pretty obsessed with her class because I love your class because I'm such a visual person.
Yes.
And
it's tangible, it's visual.
Yeah, it's physical. And I'm in that stage too where I try to get confirmation.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to become more awakened and be more connected to my third eye.
Although you're already awake now, as my masters tell me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, masters. But yes, I just love this because you can see the colors. It's just very, well, it can be very vivid, or if it's not vivid, or if it's not vivid, there's just, I feel like there's just more things you can work on and
Well, the great thing with this is I do before and after aura photos when people have had a session. Also, Christine, the angel lady at Enchanted, her and I do a wonderful class of a before and after aura photo, and she delivers a message, you see, from the angels. And people love that. People love to see, or like when I do a chakra balance on someone, and then we take an aura photo right after. they're able to see that.
You see the
it's
difference.
More than just saying, well, how do you feel? Although it's everything is intuitive in a feeling, but they like to be able to see that in the photo. So they can move, because all healing is self-healing, you see? And so it's their progress and how they're going to take the next step. So Lady of Light is wonderful at showing people right where they're at and what it is that they need to do so that they can move forward in their state of well-being and in their state of health and in their state of joy, and how it is they're going to navigate in this. And Lady of Light shows them so that they can see, oh man, you know, I have been holding on to this, or emotionally carrying this, or wow, this is starting to develop right here in me, and my leg is starting to hurt now because I really need to ground, need to get out into the woods more. And I'd send people to Zion all the time. I had a lady come and tell me the other day, she went out there and she had a wonderful time, sat down by the water and meditated, and it really, really helped her and stuff like that. I can't begin to tell you how many people come back and tell me the things that they have done that have helped them to tweak and change. You know, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. Dr. Wayne Dyer. And it's so true. And Lady of Light is a great teacher of that. And I'm so grateful for her.
Yeah, she's amazing. If you also need confirmation of like, oh, I kind of feel this way, and I'm not sure if it's actually happening. But then if you come to her, oh my gosh, you'll be like, yeah, that actually is happening. Yeah,
I know people are starting to write books and stuff, and they're getting out there and doing something else, or they've changed their career because, you know, I've just seen some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pictures. I've seen a picture of where somebody had passed, her best friend had passed away 2 weeks prior. And she said she was really distraught because she was still in that grieving stage.
Oh, I think you told me this one.
Yeah, and we took the aura photo. And all on the right side, all the chakras lit up. It was so beautiful, and it showed. You know, I will never forget that. And another one I'll never forget is when a girl came and she had cancer and she was healing from it. And she believed in Archangel Michael. That was a strong force for her. My gosh, when Lady of Light took the photo, the form of an angel, of Archangel Michael, came. Then it had around her, it held like this.
Oh, like the angel wings?
Yes, it was holding her.
That's so amazing.
And she said, do you think I'm going to heal? And I said, when she looked at the photo and she started crying, she says, when she looked at the photo, she says, I believe now I'm going to heal and that Michael is holding me. I said, your belief. And Michael is here. I believe you're going to heal. I feel it in my heart. And within 6 months, cancer was gone.
Oh my
that
God,
is a true story.
Cool.
She's still walking around today.
Oh my God. Stuff like that.
It's just amazing. I've had stories after stories. I haven't had time to tell all the stories, but I'm telling you, it has made me understand, man, just who we are. We are just amazing.
We're powerful.
Amazing beings,
Yeah. And some people just don't realize that.
I and the beloved, that universal life force, are one. And when I come to understand who I truly am, of knowing myself, I'm unstoppable. And that goes for everyone. Know you, know me.
I think the other reason why I love going to her class every month is that she's just really, what's the word, inspiring me? You are. Because, I mean, I've heard some of these things that you said before in class, but I love hearing them. It's just, sometimes you just need that.
Myself. I work every day. I work on myself every moment of every day. And I believe I am evolving all the time.
We all are.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the first episode. Was just we're always on this journey. Because it wasn't a mistake, but I was like, oh, you're way more spiritual awakened than I am, and he's like, no, we're just all on the same plane, just evolving together. And I'm like, okay, you're right.
That's right. Consciousness, worlds within worlds, consciousness with consciousness. And Dr. Wayne Dyer, another saying, he says, the world is perfect just the way it is, even your desire to change it. I'm like, okay.
You're probably like the first person who likes to say so many quotes, and I love that.
Yeah, I just loved it. I love them. I can remember some of them. They just come.
Yeah, I don't remember. I have bad memory, so I don't remember a lot of quotes.
Yeah, I'll tell you one that I must say. is Amma says, where there is love, there is no effort. And every time when I go in to do a class or I go in to do a thing, I say every day and every way, I am getting better and better. How may I be of service? And where there is love, there is no effort. Lady of Light, teach me and show me the way. That is always my little mantra.
And speaking about being of service, you helped me realize that I'm here to be of service too, in a creative aspect.
Yes.
So yeah, one of
Lady
the reasons
Light told you go for it.
Yeah, one of the reasons I'm here is interviewing right now is
Yeah.
because Lady of Light is like, yeah, you're supposed to be doing something
That's
creative
right. That's
to
right.
help heal, even though all healing is self-healing. But
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, I'm definitely thankful for. I know Thanksgiving just passed, so I'm very thankful for you and for Lady of Light.
I'm thankful for you too.
And
Grateful.
what was the other question I had? Oh wait, you were gonna show your chakra.
Oh, yes.
Your picture.
Yes.
So visualize it.
Yes. This is Barbara Brennan. And this is what she drew when she saw the chakras. So there's the wheels, the spinning wheels, the vortexes, and that's it.
You might have to go a little bit closer.
Oh, okay. Let us go. So you
Just
can
a little bit.
see about right here.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So as you see, I always take this in my classes when I do the life color classes. So here are the chakras going up. Here are the cones, known as the spinning wheels. And around here, in egg shapes, we have the 8 layers of the aura field. Okay, and there's a few more layers that come in there. So that's what this is. So that's the system. Okay?
Move the mic, but I'll fix that in post.
Indeed.
Oh wait, so one question my friend had from Instagram, the
Yes.
Artist Haven, aka Dax, thanks for asking. He's actually asking what kind of camera is Lady of Light.
Okay, she's a special camera that picks up the electromagnetic field of the auras. So she has a little mechanism that's built in here that picks that color up. And she is just a regular, well, you're not regular, darling, but she is the Fujifilm, and they just put a very, very special little piece down here. And it can widen, I can take it in more light, I can take it in more dark, whatever that is. But I'll tell you something, and you may think I'm a little cuckoo or goofy, but there's something very special about Lady of Light, because when we get together and we take an aura photo, it's like there is no two, it's one. And we connect. So that's how that works. So it goes way beyond the physical, and it steps over into the awareness of one. And so I'm very grateful.
So do you do an aura photo for yourself? Like, it's not a selfie, is it? Like
No, it's not a selfie, but I'll tell you what I did get. I got on a girl by the name of Sarah has the John of God bed at Enchanted. And I actually got on it. And because she invited me on it. And I laid on there, and when she gave me a full hour, and she said, we couldn't do any more, you can only do an hour. And when we were done, I was laying on the bed and I said, go and get Lady of Light right now, please, and take the photo. Because I felt Lady of Light was calling me. She's got to have this photo. And we took the photo. And oh my goodness graciousness of me. The photo came out amazing, blues and whites. And you were talking about whites.
Oh, yes.
When I take my cat, I used to have a cat named Blue. I just have Missy now, but I had a cat named Blue, and I would take a auto for it. Totally white with gold. So I find that a lot of babies, little newborn babies, have that beautiful white glow with the blue, like the Caribbean Sea. Just beautiful in their auras, and then they have these golden beautiful lights in their aura field and stuff. So yes, I have seen some amazing colors.
So you've done aura photos for your cats?
I've done aura photos for horses, for cats, for birds. My friend Karen Jackson had a little bird, a little budgie. my friend Pam had a little cockatiel or a little budgie. I took a photo of him. I've done pregnant mamas.
Oh my gosh.
I have done mamas after the baby, and then with the baby. I've done people with their dogs and cats, and you name it.
Oh
and
gosh.
I tell you what, it's amazing just to see. I have taken photos of my green celery juice that I drink every morning. Thank you to the medical intuitive. He is absolutely.
What aura was that?
It came out so beautiful. The colors. The medical medium, he's called. He's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I took an order photo of that. So I've also taken an order photo of people's oils. So
essential oils?
Essential oils and stuff that they've set up, and also putting on their body with their crystals and everything, and how it changed, and how the energy of each, like lavender, or clove, or lemon, different, just amazing, and it all shows up differently.
Wow, that's crazy.
It really is. Yeah, I've had some wild people had some requests, to take photos of, but Lady of Light shows them what they need and tells them what they need, and some people have the products they're just starting, and I've taken aura photos of them, and they've been able to say, okay, well, this needs to go with this and needs to go with that, and they've done well.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You just do photos for people.
Yeah, she's amazing. She can do quite a bit of stuff.
That's so
and I already and I also found out that I can also take an aura photo through an iPad.
Oh wow!
Lady of Light picks it up. I actually had some clients who were out of state who wanted aura photos, and it came through.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, those are Lisa's clients, and I tell you what, I'm like, oh my goodness, is there anything you can't do, Lady of Light? She says no.
Just like, no. I'm here.
Next is outer space.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Take it from the astronauts out there.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
My friend Karen Jackson and I actually went down to a beautiful stream one time, because we love to go up into the mountains and give thanks to Pachamama up in Valley of Fire, like I said, Zion and everywhere like that. And we give thanks to the Mother, and we say prayers and everything for the goodness of this beautiful land and all the sentient beings that live upon it. And we all benefit from it. And we went and did, there was a tree that we ran into while we were hiking as we go up. And there were maybe, I am not exaggerating, maybe 300 hummingbirds in that one tree.
What?
And I took the aura photo of it, and I have it.
Oh wow!
So I could show you that aura photo.
We should have prepped some aura photos that you had.
Yeah, we can. If you put it on pause, I could run up and get them.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
because we need to actually show. Don't we need to actually show what an aura photo looks like?
Yes. Well.
Oh, we're gonna do an aura photo.
I guess this is a great transition.
Yes.
Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, we could do it now.
Okay.
Yes, that would be good. Yes. So I'm going to sit you in that chair, and we're going to close that. So
do that. Stand by as we shut the blinds. Whew. And now I'm not so nervous. But what does make me nervous is the audio levels on this podcast. All right. So where are you going to be located to take my photo? Just across the table?
Yes, we're gonna do it from right there.
Okay. Just want to see how I should set up the audio.
And then I'm going to show everybody. Here's the aura photo with the tree in broad daylight.
Oh my gosh.
Of the hummingbirds.
Wow. So this is the photo, yo.
That was
hummingbird.
In the bright daylight.
That's crazy.
Just the blue sky. The sun was way over on the other side, and those are all hummingbirds in the tree.
Oh wow.
Isn't that cool?
Whew.
All right.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to sit right here.
All right.
And we're going to close this just a little bit. We're not going to close it too much. But just a wee bit. Just a wee bit for Lady of Light.
All right. Well, I'm not listening to my audio, so I hope this is good.
It's going to be beautiful. Okay. So usually I say a little prayer, and I give thanks to Pachamama and Mother Earth. So we give thanks to the angels, the guides, the ancestors, and the relatives. We give thanks to Pachamama, who is Mother Earth. We give thanks to the waters and the rivers and the oceans, for they are the veins of Mother Earth. We give thanks to the beautiful trees, the Amazon, the redwoods, the beautiful forests and fields, for they are the lungs of Mother Earth. And we give thanks also to the stone people. They are the mountains, for they are ancient and they are wise, and they are the bones of Mother Earth. And we also give thanks to the fires that we dance and pray around, the volcanoes that erupt and make this beautiful land for you and I to walk upon and give thanks to the Mother. For they are the fire and the heartbeat of the Mother that beats one with ours. Let us give thanks to the beautiful Father Sky, Grandfather Sky, for he lets us know in the stars that we are timeless and endless and infinite. We are all one. We are all connected in the web of life. Where there is love, there is no effort. Let us remember and walk in the sanctity of who we are, to know thyself. Aho. So, I usually sage, and then we take the photo. So. Woo! How you feeling, sister?
I'm feeling good. Just trying to breathe.
Feeling groovy.
Feel groovy.
So we will just light one of these. For some reason, I don't know where these are.
One thing to know, that every class that I've gone to so far, it's always been different. Like one time you had the singing bowl, or the bowl.
Yep.
One time you had that giant amethyst.
Sometimes I ding with the bowl. Sometimes I use a little bit of the sage, the good. And then sometimes I use the bowls. It all just depends what Lady of Light tells me to do. And then what I do is I say, ground into Pachamama. Feel your center. And when you are ready, we will take the photo.
I'm ready. I think I blinked.
That's okay.
I feel like I always blink.
That's all right. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Lady of Light.
Mm-hmm.
And just to preface, she doesn't really know anything about me. So for all the people out there like, she looked up her Instagram or see what she does. No, she doesn't do that.
if you honestly know me, I don't prep anything. And for all the ones that do know me, ask Christine Briscoe, or ask Karen Jackson, or ask my buddy Renee, or ask Gayla, or ask
just all these
on
people.
And on, Sherry, all of them. Just ask anyone. They will all tell you. Renee doesn't prep anything.
What? I already see my colors coming out, and
Yes.
I'm like, man. Which is really funny, because it looks like it's coming out to be very similar colors to the very first time I shot with her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Is about this close to put it?
A little bit closer.
All right. So this is what Lady of Light does as it starts to develop. The colors start to come out, and you get to see a little bit of everything. As you can see, we'll just tell you a little bit about the colors while we've got them close up. So we've got red here, a little bit of orange. We've got a little bit of magenta coming in through there, a little bit of greenish blue, and a little little bit of blue up around here, almost purpley, but it mostly blue up around there. So we're going to be talking about those colors there, okay?
Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Almost forgot.
And then we sit them up here. This is how the session goes. So we basically just ground, and then we take the photo. Sometimes we use chimes. We always say a prayer. We use Palo Santo, we use sage, and then we wait for the photo to come through, and then we speak of what we see. It tells a story. Everything tells a story. So let's see here.
Let's move this. I never look at it until it fully develops.
Yeah. Do you see your colors there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you see the magenta going around here. So around the big red ball here.
The red egg.
The red down by the root chakra, up into the sacral, up into the solar plexus is that red. It's got a little bit of an orange around it, so there's where your conflict is. But we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
This is where you stress out. This is where you worry. This is where the mind comes in, and you have the doubt and the emotional conflict within yourself. And it has a lot to do around, of course, your career, because you're youngin', you're sprinting out, grounding into Pachamama, believing in yourself, empowering yourself, feeling that creative, allowing that creative waters, because the sacral is all about water. It's about going down to the river of the beloved, getting into that canoe, laying back and letting go. There's no oars there, and just going down the river and allowing yourself to emerge, and everything that's meant to light up for you will light up. Yes?
Yep.
So that's you learning more and more to trust in yourself. Power, to be worthy, all of those wonderful things. So that's what we were talking about before. Throat chakra, very, very in tuned, very, very open communication. So that's why you're doing these things.
Yeah.
And we did talk about that before. And also, as time goes by, things to do with books, writing some books and things. We talked about that also. So your throat chakra is starting to open up. So kudos to you, because things are starting to move. Okay, the little bit of magenta that's going up around the heart and everything, that's about being open and channeling, listening, communicating, stepping into your power, getting more and more acquainted with who I am. Yes, the world is inside of me. I'm not inside of the world.
Doing my best.
Yes, you're absolutely doing your best. So you're spreading your little wings and you're getting out there. So more and more and more, you're going to start communicating. People, places, and things are going to start to show up as you start to drop this doubt and let go of these fears and open up to that creative cycle. To realize I and the beloved are one, and we go together. Yes, and you're doing that more and more. So very, very good. So that's what's showing up around here. Listening to spirit, which is going inside and following that intuition, following that you've come here to be of service, because that's what you want to do. So there's your the little bit of the arch up there, that blue up there that is so pretty. So it is getting a little bit more color coming in there. So it shows the intuitiveness of listening, of moving forward, of doing the things that you're meant to be doing. Whenever it shows in an arch, whenever purple shows in the arch for me, and everybody has their own way of doing this, there's no right or wrong. It is how they perceive it. It is how it comes through for them. Whenever Lady of Light shows me an arch, it is a goal. So it is her goal to be of service, but at the very same time, it is about her being of service to herself, to help herself to do the clearing that she is doing, to let go of the doubts and the fears. And as she steps, I always believe, leap and the net will appear. We don't look over and say, where is that? Then we'll never take the leap that we need to do. When we say leap and the net will appear, that means just step into it. Step into it. Just do it anyway, all right? No matter what. And then that net will appear, because that's how the world opens up to you with the people, places, and things. And this is exactly what Rosemary is doing. So it's kudos to her. This is actually a very good photo. It shows you are really working on marrying those two together. And no matter what, I'm still going to go do it. Yeah. I'm still going to go live my life and do what it is that choose to do, to live my joy, to be of service to others, but at the same time being of service to myself. And not listening to the mind, the voices of the world or the mind. I don't care, what it is that I and the beloved are going to move forward with that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually a very good photo, and it shows progress, even with her little shaky boots.
Shaky red.
Shaky red, yeah. So that's exactly what so that's basically what an aura photo is. That was just a little mini session.
Yeah.
When I do the aura photo, it's about a 35-minute session. So,
and that's individual.
And that's individual, and it goes a little longer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I do the group ones.
Yeah. I love the group ones though, because I love hearing everyone else's story.
And other people do too. And you know what? It's a very interesting thing, because from Lady of Light, that is how I ended up doing the Wise Women's Shamanic Circle, because so many people were coming and they were talking about what it was that we were trying to overcome or get through, or whatever it was. And Lady of Light would show them and help them. But what I said to myself, what a better way is if we got a community of people to come in. And then therefore, every time when someone says something, it resonates with everyone, because everyone is right where they're supposed to be in that moment to hear what they need to hear. And there's so much healing that goes on. And so that group was started. And then from there, Life Colors came, because it was like, again, let us have a group and a gathering where other people, it's not about me. It's not just me saying something, or Lady of Light. It's everyone, because as you notice, someone else will say something, or I'll say, is there something anybody else might want to input in this? And somebody will say something that's just perfect for that person, or for someone else that's going through that. And it's so beautiful. And then from there, my friend Renee and I decided to do the sound, because I believe we're made up of light and sound, and it was very important that sound came in. So now the gongs and to have that gong bath for an hour, all of this came about because of Lady of Light, because of Regina saying intuitively, she felt and she knew that I was the next keeper. You see the keeper of wisdom for Lady of Light.
Yeah.
And it has been instrumental for me, because there is no you or me. There is no other. You see? So when my light becomes brighter within myself, of knowing myself, and how can I not see that your light is also the same? You see? And so I stay in an attitude of gratitude as much as I can.
Oh yeah. The big thing, one big thing that Paris said in the first episode is that we're all reflections of ourselves.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes indeed.
Yeah.
Yes indeed.
And then it also goes with like you attract who you are.
That's right.
And so if you are hanging out around toxic people, that means you're probably toxic yourself, and you don't realize it. But it's never too late.
Yeah. It's never about them. It's about me. So, and that's been my really great lessons. When I see something in someone else, you better believe it's in me to clean and clear it inside of me. And I've had some really wonderful lessons by my masters, the wise ones. And
whoa! Did it stop recording? No. Why did it stop recording? No, it's still recording here.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Come on, why does it... Mercury retrograde. We should have done it next week after Mercury retrograde was over.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry.
Hold on. Oh, okay. It's recording again.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, why is this happening?
That's all right.
I love my GoPro, but it's a love-hate relationship right now.
I have a love-hate relationship.
Love-hate relationship.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it is, you know.
It happens.
It's a beautiful life, you know, and
I hope it got the you showing the photo. I'm pretty sure it did.
Showing the photo? Well, we'll show it one more time.
Just in case.
Okay. Just in case we didn't get it. This is her aura photo. It's got the reds, it's got the magentas, it's got a little bit of purple, and it's got the blues. So we just wanted to make sure that you caught it. Beautiful camera. Thank you. Lovely lady.
Maybe that's why I'm just so conflicted too, is because equipment makes me nervous.
Yeah.
It makes me paranoid.
Well, you just become one with it. That's what you do.
That's what I'm trying.
And just in case you didn't get it, this is a story that I told of the hummingbirds.
I'm pretty sure we got the hummingbirds.
Okay, there was hundreds of them, probably about 300 in the tree, and it was daylight, and Lady of Light, I had her with me, and we just took the photo. Something just said, take the photo. Sometimes something will just say, just take that photo. Just like when I was laying on that bed, and something said, I said, Sarah, go get Lady of Light right now. That is just a knowing. There's a knowing. You know, we all have it. Mm-hmm. Nobody has it more than anybody else. It's just different conscious levels of it, being more aware of it. And that's what the wise ones talk about. When you truly know who you are, that you are not just the mind, you're not this mind and body, you are so much more. Mm-hmm. You truly know who you are and you awaken to that. We're all awakened, but when we really wake up to it, we understand the layers and the dimensions of who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like I ran out of the questions that I already wanted to ask.
Well,
but it's only been 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, it is the way it is. This is...
Oh my god, are we wearing a moldavite?
Yeah, I'm wearing a moldavite.
Oh my god, me too.
Do you?
We have like the same shape.
People always told me, well, Pete, if you wear, you know, a lovely lady by the name of Brandy gave me this moldavite a while back, and I've been wearing it ever since. And I can wear it and keep it on 24/7. Mm-hmm. Some people, they say, oh, it might burn, it might tingle, it might do this, it might do that. I put it on and it has been my best friend. Mm-hmm. How about you?
I don't know.
Have you been able to wear it?
Yeah, no, I wear it, and I wear it to sleep sometimes. But sometimes it like flings.
Oh,
so
flings
I like
a
to
little bit, yeah.
I like to take it off and put it on my selenite.
Do you? Sometimes
so
in the night I'll just put it back right and
behind,
stuff, in my pajamas. Yeah.
I don't know, but I keep hearing stories of like, my friend Paris when he got his first moldavite. It was like burning his hands.
Yeah, some people tell me that.
I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't feel like that, but it's okay. Maybe
but
I'm
every
not.
crystal, you know, because people say, well, crystals. I said. They all have a vibration. Mm-hmm. Anything that's here has a vibration. I've even taken aura photos of crystals. Oh my goodness! Some crystals light up.
I assume they're beautiful.
Sing. They're so beautiful. They just want to light up. They just want to be. They just want to have an aura photo. It's just amazing. So yeah, I resonate very well with crystals.
Yeah,
and I do love them.
That was probably like my beginning of this whole journey. I never really knew much about it. I always just very drawn to them. Mm-hmm. And I'm drawn to certain ones at certain times. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I started this getting more into the spiritual journey probably when I took the first class with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like 4 months ago.
Oh,
and
okay.
So yeah, I'm relatively fresh. So the fact that you said you took like 6 to 7 months to realize that, oh, you don't need confirmation anymore.
Yes,
it's like, okay, good. It's okay. I can take as long as I want. I'm just, the most important part is that I'm moving forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. We are perfect just the way we are. Mm-hmm. We're not broken. There's nothing need to be fixed. I really believe that. And when we start to not listen to the mind, you know, and really get out of, we're not victims. We're great manifestors. And from the manifesting stage, we start to realize we let go and allow that universal life force to move through us. That's the third stage. And then the fourth stage is when we say, huh, my God, I've been a Buddha all the time. Beautiful book, if you've never read it, by Michael Beckworth. Talks about the 4 stages. Beautiful book. So yes.
What is it called?
It's called Life Visioning.
Life Visioning.
And one other thing, because I believe we're a package. Life Liver Rescue. Wonderful. The Medical Medium by Anthony William. Great book to get. Because every time I see people, I send them either to Herbally Grounded, because I believe it's a package. Mm-hmm. We are all of our pillars in order to be in a state of well-being. So that's the body, the mind, the soul, everything, the aura field, all of that, you see, has to come in a package. Mm-hmm. When you take care of your health better, when you take care of your thoughts, who's the one that's watching, you know, what are these thoughts? what are they? They come and they rise and they fall, and then emotion hits my body, and then I react. I mean, when you start to understand the dynamics of that, when you start to go inside, when you wake up and start to really know thyself, then all of your pillars, that's how the magic happens. You see? I've taken I took this lady's aura photo for like 8 months. Every month she'd come, and she would say, she was from Romania, and she would say, well, I'm really working on myself. Because I tell people when they come in, you don't have to say nothing to me. Don't say nothing. If you've had an aura photo, when you come back in 90 days or 2 months or whatever, but she wanted one every month, and she was adamant about it, and I said, okay. So every month she'd come, and her aura photo would stay the same color every single month. We got to about the 6th or the 7th month, and her aura started to change.
Oh, wow.
By the time we got to the 11th month, her aura was so beautiful. She took one more aura photo with me, and she moved back to Europe. Changed her whole life around.
Wow.
You see? So the aura speaks a lot. But she needed that photo because that photo gave her confirmation. It gave her validation. It gave her in the empowerment she needed for her. Lady of Light is amazing.
Yeah, it's different for everyone.
It is different for everyone.
I actually just remember a question I wanted to ask earlier.
Yes.
So, remember that how I commented, oh, it's the same colors as the first one.
Yeah.
So, even though it's the same colors, the story is different.
It's a different story because you're absolutely right. Because I'll have 5 or 6 people with almost the same colors, have you noticed? But every time I get to them, it's a different story.
It's different.
It's a different
and
story.
Just
and it resonates with them.
Yeah.
It is for them. It's like everybody else disappears and there's just the one. Us as one. And it comes through what needs to be said in that moment. And that's all I ask, that I may be of service and do what is needed and allow Lady of Light to come through, that I and the Beloved are one, and move with that. That makes my day.
I just want everyone to take your class.
Thank you. Well, we do get a lot of people already.
Yeah, sorry. Instagram is a big help for that.
Yeah, thank you to all of you that do that. I'm very, very grateful, very honored.
My friends were so excited when I posted, hey, I'm going to do a podcast with you today.
Yes.
They're like, I'm so excited. I love her.
Thank you so much to you and all the ones that allow us to be a part of your lives. You know, we don't get to see your full blueprint. It's nobody's business, I don't think. And we get to see little snippets. But the little snippets we see are little pieces of the puzzle that you need for right now, so that you can go within, evaluate, and move with that. And allow that beloved life force to come through you. We're great manifestors.
Oh yeah, we all are.
We are. We are not victims. And when we start to clean and clear that, whatever those beliefs, those thoughts, those perceptions, those doubts, those fears, those whatever that is, we start to clean and clear that out of our closets. We start to realize just how bright and powerful we are. From the root, I trust. From the sacral, I create. From the solar plexus, I empower. From the heart, I love and forgive. From the throat, I communicate my truth. From the third eye, I see with the spiritual eyes, not the physical eyes. And from the crown, boy, I know. I know I am that I am. That's it. That's all, folks.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. It's crazy that it's the same. I just can't get over the fact that it's funny that it's the same.
Yes.
Same, like, not the same, but
similar. It's similar because as you change and grow within yourself, you see, it too must. It must.
But it's so funny because the first and the second month were just completely different.
Yes. But you are different.
Yeah.
In every moment, you are different. And so the things that you are, trials and tribulations, and also the beauty and the creative power that you are going down that beautiful road for yourself So of course it's going to change
Yeah.
after a while. And some things will stay for a while. And then...
Some things take time.
That's right. It will dissipate. Everything is water. Everything flows. Everything flows.
I remember... I actually have... Well, I don't know. Well, it's far away. But,
Yeah.
you said... Because my red in the first was... I feel like, I hope, was a lot bigger.
Yes,
so
it
that
is bigger than this one.
time
This is
it'd be a
smaller.
smaller
Yes.
one. I'm like, actually, is it smaller?
It is a little smaller.
It's a little
yes, it is
smaller.
smaller. It's getting there. Yes, absolutely.
It's getting there.
Yes, it's getting there.
Because I remember you said, oh, you got to chip it away.
That's right.
Not all at once. You just little chip.
You go from A, B, and C. You don't go from A to Z, as Esther Hicks says.
Mm-hmm.
And Rumi says, we are not a drop in the ocean, we are the whole ocean. And so what happens, we start to understand that we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're everything. And yet we're nothing. We're the figure 8. And when we start to realize that we're doing this all the time, then what happens is we start to flow with life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to push life around because I am life itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we start to come into that awakening and understanding.
Yep.
And that's where the miracles are.
Yep, that's what I've been
And that's what
trying
you've
hard
been
to
doing,
do.
little one. You have been doing
Trying
that.
to go with the flow.
That's right.
It's
That's
funny
right.
because with this podcast, I'm trying not to like schedule like months in advance because
That's right.
I try to just still keep it with something that just rides the wave.
Mm-hmm.
That
right.
sentence makes sense. Oh my gosh.
Dr.
Still waiting.
Dr. Hewlin in the Ho'oponopono, Joe Vitale said when they asked him one time, they said, what are your plans? And he said, you know what? If you'd have asked me that a year ago, I would have gave you this big scenario of what I'm going to do and how I've planned this out and what's going to happen and all that. And he said, but now, you ask me? He said, I'm going to answer you. He said, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting on my marching orders from the beloved in me. And it will flow.
Mm-hmm.
And all will show up what is meant to be. I am not the doer. Whatever comes through me.
Mm-hmm.
I and the beloved are one. And that will come through me.
Yep.
And that's what happens. And that's what happens. And the more you let go of, the more we let go. Because everything is transient. We can't hold on to anything. The
Mm-hmm.
mind wants to hold on to things.
Mm-hmm.
But when we become where we understand. And they asked Ramana Maharishi, Master, show me God. Papaji asked him. He said, not I or anyone can show you God because God is not an object to be seen. God is the seer. Go inside and find the seer. The beloved and you are one.
Mm-hmm.
And when we start to really awaken to that we already are that, then these colors. I'm going to be taking a photo of my master while he's meditating, and I can't wait to see what color he is going to be.
I can't
It's
wait
probably
either.
going to be golden or pure white. It's going to light up.
Mm-hmm.
Because he shines. Even his smile is just so bright.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
One day.
Yes. Pretty soon. When I take that aura photo, I'm going to show it to you.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, my gosh, I would love to see it.
Yes. So know thyself. That's it.
Yeah. So
The
we're...
Lady of Light helps you to do that.
Oh, we're at 53 minutes already.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So I keep looking at it, just making sure.
Oh, awesome.
I need to
Awesome.
become one with this audio recorder because
There's
it makes
no
me
other.
nervous.
There is no other.
It makes me real nervous.
Anyway, we're going to eat some cookies anyway.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
We got some good cookies that I just made.
Yeah, I can't
So
wait.
we're going to munch
Thank
down
you
on cookies.
for the coconut water. It was delicious.
Yes,
I mean, I slowly
indeed.
drink more. But do you want to let people know where they can find you? And
Oh, yes. I'm at Enchanted Forest, and we are off of Jones and Sahara. Please come by and visit us. We have all kinds of baubles, crystals, chimes, gongs, incense. We have great practitioners that do a little of everything. We also have great classes. So please stop on by and see us. We also do wonderful teachings within ourselves, meditation classes. We also have a yoga class, a Kundalini practitioner.
I didn't
Yes,
know.
and she is wonderful. Her name is Renee, And so we have a lot of really great stuff going on. So please come on by. Just stop on by and enjoy. Also, Lady of Light is waiting for you there. So come on by and see us. And thank you very much.
So I think your next one is on a Saturday. It's normally on Friday, right? But I think
Friday night?
Yeah, on December. I saw on the calendar.
Is it Saturday? I think in December I'm doing it on a Saturday because of Christmas and the closeness of all of that and stuff. But it's usually every third week on a Saturday or on Friday night that I do it. Yeah, at 6 o'clock. Yeah, the life colors. Yeah, so come on, stop by and just check us out.
Yeah.
Lots of good things. The center is a wonderful, beautiful place.
Yeah, I love it.
We do a lot of really great stuff.
Yeah,
we
third
talked about it
too.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So come on by.
Yeah. Let me know if you would do an aura photo, and you can't say that it's black.
Yeah.
You can't. It won't be black for sure.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for the next episode. Do you have anything else to say?
I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Rosemary. And thank you to Lady of Light, and thank you to all of you that are watching. And I wish all of you peace beyond all understanding. Namaste.
No mistake.
No mistake.
No mistake.
No mistake. I have to show you, folks.
If you're listening to the audio, she's wearing a gnome shirt, and it says Namaste.
No mistake. Thank you.
Which is the cutest shirt ever. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Do
appreciate
you. Till next time.
Till next time. Thank you.